Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus walks a narrow line as a sequel. It feels like you expect a Ratchet and Clank game to feel, with the same exceptional weapons, enticing upgrades, and charming characters. Yet Into the Nexus also constantly surprises, with a ton of new ideas that are never overused. It opens with Ratchet and Clank transporting the space witch Vendra Prague to prison. The ship is attacked by Vendra's brother, Neftin, who's trying to free his sister from captivity.
2, 1, mark. Whoops.
Vendra makes for a likable villain, since she's not just evil for the sake of being evil. Like Ratchet, Vendra simply wants to be reunited with her species and has found a devious way to do so. The story never gets too wrapped up in itself, inserting humor at the right moments and giving you enough to get invested.
Better get to the containment wing and make sure Vendra's locks are still engaged.
The jailbreak is an impressive opening that sets the tone for the rest of the game. Within the first 30 minutes, you're using the grav leap to stick to the ceiling and walls, dodging asteroids outside of the ship, and fighting off dozens of invading thugs. After Vendra's escape, Into the Nexus keeps throwing you into different situations. One of your most prominent tools, the grav tether, lets you create pink beams at designated points that float you from one place to another, and you'll have to correctly orient multiple tethers to reach a desired goal. These sections certainly aren't terribly taxing on the mind, but they work well as something to break up regular fights. Into the Nexus never lingers on any one idea for too long, and you'll want to keep playing just to see the next thing. You'll fight in an alien coliseum, race against rising poisonous water, and use Clank in gravity-shifting mini-levels that always end with you fleeing from a monster. This parade of ever-changing scenarios complements the standard but still great Ratchet and Clank combat that's bolstered by several creative additions. The Nether Beast lets you call forth a giant ethereal creature that chomps away with massive teeth, and the Winter Riser plays Christmas music as you transform victims into adorable snowmen. As with other games in the series, the arsenal is playful, surprising, and effective. The most significant problem with Into the Nexus is that the final level shows up abruptly, causing the story to feel a little rushed. Those wanting to extend the game's 5-hour length can pursue typical side objectives like hunting for collectibles in exchange for money,
Oh, thank you kindly, friend.
or taking on the more difficult challenges at the Coliseum. Released during the launch of the PlayStation 4, Into the Nexus will likely live in the shadow of a new console, but it deserves far better. As likely the last Ratchet & Clank game on the PS3, the series could hardly ask for a better send-off.